Welcome to True Crime and Scams in South Africa. Today, we're looking at one of the most heartbreaking criminal cases in recent U.S. history, the case of Lindsay Clancy. More than 3 years after the deaths of her 3 children, a jury is now hearing evidence that could determine whether she is guilty of murder or legally insane. Here's the complete timeline. Lindsay Clancy was a labor and delivery nurse living with her husband, Patrick Clancy, and their 3 young children in Duxbury, Massachusetts. Friends and family described them as a loving family, but behind the scenes, Lindsay had reportedly been struggling with serious mental health issues after the birth of her youngest child. According to court records, she had been treated by multiple doctors and prescribed several medications in the months leading up to the tragedy. On the evening of January 24, 2023, Lindsay asked Patrick to pick up takeout food and medication from a local pharmacy. He left the house for a short time. When he returned, he found an unimaginable scene. Their 3 children had been attacked. Patrick immediately called 911 while desperately trying to save them. Lindsay was later found outside the home after jumping from an upstairs window. She survived, but suffered severe spinal injuries that left her paralyzed from the waist down. The children, 5-year-old Cora, 3-year-old Dawson, and 8-month-old Callan, were all pronounced dead. Police charged Lindsay Clancy with 3 counts of murder, 3 counts of strangulation, and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Investigators allege that she intentionally planned the killings by asking Patrick to leave the house before carrying out the attacks. The case quickly gained national attention because of Lindsay's history of mental illness and the debate over postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis. Lindsay's attorneys argue she was suffering from postpartum psychosis, a rare psychiatric condition that can cause severe delusions and a loss of contact with reality. They say she was incapable of understanding the wrongfulness of her actions and should be found not guilty by reason of insanity. Prosecutors strongly disagree. They argue the evidence shows planning and awareness. They say Lindsay carefully chose a time when Patrick was away from home and understood exactly what she was doing. According to the prosecution, this was not the result of legal insanity, but an intentional act. The trial began in 2026 in Plymouth Superior Court. Jurors have heard emotional testimony from police officers, paramedics, emergency physicians, investigators, and Patrick Clancy himself. Patrick described the events leading up to that evening and the heartbreaking moment he returned home. Jurors also listened to his emotional 911 call. The jury has visited the Clancy family home in Duxbury to better understand the layout and the evidence presented in court. Medical experts are expected to play a major role as both sides argue over Lindsay's mental state at the time of the killings. As of early August 2026, the prosecution is still presenting its case. No verdict has been reached, and jurors have not yet begun deliberations. The central question remains the same. Was Lindsay Clancy legally responsible for her actions, or was she suffering from a mental illness so severe that she could not understand what she was doing? That is the question the jury will ultimately decide. We'll continue following every major development in this trial as it unfolds. If you want verified updates on high-profile true crime cases from around the world, subscribe to True Crime and Scams in South Africa, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest developments.